Rise above, touch the sky. With each beat, we fly so high. Vibrations move, heartbeats sing, energy flows.
Well, this is a 2019 model, and as we all know, this is approximately 128 bhp. Will not get into the brake horsepower and horsepower, will not get into that. But yeah, 128 as on papers. It's not ride by wire. It's not ride by wire. It has quick shift, just the, it's not the assist. It's just a quick shifter is there. And there are power modes. There's Kawasaki traction control. There are 3 levels to it. Lots of gizmos. Um, but still, if you look at the hierarchy from what it is like owning a 1000cc today, or an adventure bike, which is a high-end adventure bike, this now is like an old school thing. It's obviously it's old. The technology is old. It has not, and even the newer version which has come out, it is not technologically at par with most of the 1000cc's. Now we all know the most development that has the entire motorcycle community has seen is either in the 1000cc segment or in the adventure segment, and that too in the high end. We know where the money goes. We know where the R&D goes, and where all the new tech and gizmos are available. Most of the 600cc's are now off the shelf. They're out of the market for most of the players. This still continues and it's holding good. Sales are still there. And now let's talk about why I think this bike is still relevant for me in 2025. I think the first point would be the price. It was close to 9 lakh, 9.5 lakh, and I think that was a great price point for me to own. And the resale value is also okay for this bike, so it would go without burning a lot of my pockets. I also think the second part is the maintenance part. Uh, Owning a German or an Italian or a European basically, and owning a Japanese is, of course, we all understand. So that was one important guide. Third was, I think, power. Now that I've had that entire cycle of motorcycles where I've gone through all the power bands. So I've gone 150cc, 300, 400cc, 600cc, 1000cc. I think that gave me an understanding of what my sweet spot is. And I think this, because I ride mostly on weekends and on roads, so I think this hits the perfect spot for me when it comes to power. It's very usable for me. The modes are very usable. I can really enjoy the motorcycle. I don't ride fast on the road. Neither should you. But I think the way it makes me feel from 0 to 100 and 100 to 150 sometimes, it's that is great for me. It's great value for money, and it's a great addition to the garage after such a long time. I think experience tells you what your sweet spot is. You realize it after you ride a lot of motorcycles and you understand what is your style, what is your sweet spot of power bands, gears, ratios, height, aggressiveness, everything. This all comes with experience, and I think after a lot of understanding of what I want in a riding, in a motorcycle, I think it has led me to this motorcycle, and I'm really happy about it. I'm really happy about it. There is also a lot of maintenance that has gone into the bike, so I've changed a lot of things in the bike internally also to make the bike seem younger in terms of engine and machinery. So I think, yeah, there are a lot of things that have happened, and I think this bike is just perfect. I bought this last year, and it has served me really well. I've ridden it in extreme weathers. The tires that I've got with it are amazing. The Pirellis, and I would not shy away from getting Pirellis the next time. They're brilliant as tires, and they make the bike feel more planted, and the traction works better. I've ridden bikes with other tires, not a big fan. But I think, yeah, these are the things which I think has really made me take the decision. I'm really happy with this. I already also have a KTM 390, which I use for commuting and for longer rides because the bike is very light and nimble. And that partners with this bike. It gives me a great 360 degree scope of the experience, because I have this I have this world as well, where it's more aggressive, more um, focused, and I have the adventure where I can relax and go on a longer rides. Uh, both are not so expensive as a thousands. They are expensive, but they're not as expensive as a 1000cc would be a super bike, or an adventure high end bike would be. So it gives me a very good very good amalgamation, if I may use that word. And also, I did not buy the 2024 model because I have a few issues with that bike. First of all, the power is down by a few knots. You may say that the power is not as much, there's not much decline. You ride it, you'll understand. This bike has a certain type of rawness in it. Also, the chassis, if you look at it, chassis is similar, but if you look at the front end of this bike and front end of the newer bike, this is still a bit longer, it's a bit broader, which makes it look like a proper big bike. The 2024 model is it's very petite, it's very sublime, it's small, and I'm not a big fan. I'm a 6 foot guy. I really did not enjoy. There was a lot of blast. This gave me a proper old school big bike feel, and I really am a big fan of that. Also, it's a bit pricey, so I think for me, getting what I'm getting in that 2024 model and paying for what I'll be paying for that makes a little bit not much sense to me. So got this bike, got a great deal, and I'm really happy. I still feel 2019 and before, motorcycles, especially the 6R, makes more sense in terms of value for money, in terms of ROI, in terms of what they give you, because they're very similar, and they make you feel good. They're raw, old school. What do you need more? So if you have any other questions, let me know. I'll try to answer where the parts that I've gotten from, what have I done. Do you like something that you would also want to have on your bike? I'd be really happy to help. And till the next time we meet, peace.